And so we are streaming live Asrnz GT3 ACC 2020 Series, Quali 1, Round 6, Barcelona. Welcome aboard, Davo.
Thanks, gentlemen. Barcelona, Round 6. Looking forward to this.
Penultimate round.
Mate, awesome track. It's been a couple of awesome rounds leading up to this, and yeah, like you said, penultimate. Get my tongue around that. Penultimate round. Yeah, here we are, Q1. Nice and sunny. Temperatures look reasonable, if not a little low.
Yeah, 23 ambient on a sunny day with 26 track. Clear, no cloud around. Just like to welcome back Mark Josco. Haven't seen a lot of Jossie this season, so good to see the 911 Porsche driven by Mark Josco back for this round 6, so we wish him all the best tonight.
Yeah, it's at least 2 rounds, maybe 3, is it, that he's missed in a row there. So yeah, definitely good to see the Josco Porsche back on track, and yeah, see how he goes tonight.
Yeah, he was steering pretty well leading up to this one. He's just coming down to turn 1 on his first effective flyer, so I noticed he was a little squirmy coming out of this turn 2 in practice. He keeps it nice and tidy there, so he's obviously tidied the car a little bit up for this quali session. So
yeah, may have done a little tyre pressure or some small adjustment there, but looking a little tidier there.
Yeah, yep. So obviously championship wise, what do we know based on coming out of round 5 there, Davo? We got the usual suspects in the front order there.
Of course we do. So yeah, look, points as we watch these boys get around is Perkins on 353 points. We've got Ashley Vediger on in first position, Perkins obviously. Second position, Ashley Vediger with 333. Third, we've got Aztec with 323. Josh chasing his old man on at 316.
What was the points difference there between father and son?
Oh, that is a lot, I'll tell you. That is 20 or a little under 20 points there.
Wow, okay.
JB on a 311. Not too far behind Joshy, and probably keen to keep that that gap pretty close.
Yeah. Hey, Davo,
Steve?
just want to quickly pick up. I'll let you carry on there for a second, but Josh Vediger in on a 44.7 would be
looking speedy.
That's very quick, mate. So we'll keep our eye on that. Carry on. So you got up to, I think, Stephen, did you?
Yeah, Stephen Melling there. It's just the first of the 200s at 297. Not too far behind on 284. Tim Himbry 274 in 8th. Farmer in 9th at 269, and rounding at the 10th is actually Pete Aspey with a 256. So bit of a gap by the time it gets down to 10th, but the top 5 relatively close.
Okay, so two big hitters there already. Perko on a 44.718 plays Josh on a 44.787, so nothing between that. Expect to see John McDonald, who's currently sitting in P18, who's a second up on his time. He'll need a lot more than that. Expect to see him challenge for the front row. I think also. I think he's good for...
So what are we chasing there on camera?
So it's just looking at the Josh Vediger car.
Josh in the Audi.
Yep, he's just...
Looking tidy too. He's
he is.
Doesn't look like the car's getting pushed. It's almost like
a little bit too wide there. I wouldn't be surprised if that lap gets not allowed. We'll see how close he's 2 tenths up. It's going to be enough, but that said, Perko's 2 tenths up as well. And it does not quite enough. Actually, it was disallowed because it was a 44.5.
It was disallowed, but and close.
So like, Perko, where is he? We'll just pick him in. And Josh with a big moment coming out of the first chicane. So just picked up on Perko here, Davo. He's just coming through the final chicane. We'll just watch him here. Coming round the final corner. He's carrying 2 to 3 tenths. If he can hold this line here, you will see him go to a 44.5, 44.487. That's a fantastic number.
Just looking at Josh's pace at the moment, he probably wants to just gap that, you know, like, and stamp his authority a little there on the qualifying, and obviously then on race speed. But Josh was right up behind him. They were only hundredths apart until that lap. So yeah, well done by Perko.
Good to see Steve Crossland, famous Crossy, up there on a 45.1. He's the first of the 45 bracketed guys at this moment. So
yeah,
good to see the McLaren up there.
Steve's pedaling the McLaren really well. There's a couple of names we probably should watch just quickly here. Steve Crossland being one of them. John McDonald, Aztec, we want to watch, and Ashley, who is second in the championship at the moment. So still, although not showing high figures, is still one to watch.
Aztec just moving up on a 45.0 to take P3 provisionally.
In the Ferrari, well done, Aztec. 45.0. Just got to pick that up. Needs half a second there.
Yeah, John McDonald's a couple of tenths up. That'll serve him well. He needs a bit more than that. Might just pick up on him there and see where he's at. We see Josh Vediger's gone to pits. I believe he did drive it back. He did drive it back, so he'll be fine for a set of tyres there. That'll be good for him. So just watching JB coming through the final sector here. One more corner to go. He was quite wide. I think he might get away with that, and he's around 3 to 4 tenths up, so this will serve him well.
And Ferrari dealt with that well.
Really well.
Like it's got some
puts him up into P4 on a 45.0.
Another 45.0.
Really
pushing.
Really nothing in this.
Look at that. The two Ferraris within what? A hundredth?
Yeah, barely.
I think it's.
What are we looking at? We're looking at Crossy is still out. Oh, yeah, Crossy's in the pits. So, and he's parked it. Perko's parked it. We've still got 3 minutes 20 to go. I'm a little surprised to see those guys give that away so early. Although Perko must have driven back because he's on his way again.
He's good to go again. There you go. Look, and no surprise really. These the guys up the pointy end here. Josh came back in as well. They're playing the game here. They know what's going on.
Yeah, I think, you know,
they need the options. They're out there. See, Josh is back out.
Josh really does have to go at a 44.7, playing a 44.4. He's got to give it a go. So he probably made a pressure adjustment.
Yeah.
Probably a fuel adjustment.
No one's come near Perkins in the last couple of weeks, so it'd be interesting to see how Josh goes here in the Audi. It's a bit of a black sheep, the Audi, really, in the and the McLaren actually too, a little bit. So
yeah, well, he's all but got both hands on that trophy at the moment. He's certainly making a statement in Asrnz's inaugural 2020 ACC championship. He's going for it. And you know, he's claimed a title over here at Asrnz before, and he's showing that he's got the goods to do it again. So I think it's up to the guys to take it to him, really. I'm just got the cameras rolling on John McDonald because, you know, this will be probably his last effort. He will get one more run at it if this doesn't quite go to plan, but he's right on the button as far as matching his own time. And yeah, I mean, he needs a good 3.5 tenths to get on that front row. It's a big ask, but he may have it if he's got the right pressure adjustments, but I certainly haven't seen much in this first sector.
I don't know whether the Ferrari's got it in it. to be honest. But yeah, look, himself and Aztec, Aztec third, John at the moment in fourth position, both on a 45.0, very close. And then, yeah, definitely a bit of a gap, at least 0.2 of a second up to second position. Josh is actually up at the moment by 0.2 as he chases down Perkins' time. He's going to need more than 0.2.
He is definitely.
He has wound the Audi up. Tough back section on this track.
Oh, he went up to sort of 3 to 4 tenths there.
I saw that, but a very technical back section of this track here.
He's just not this piece here, but the final part of the chicane is Quarterman stuck a couple of times in practice. So this ripple strip here.
Here we go, nice and clean, nice and clean.
Very good, very good.
He goes here.
You can hold this tight. Well, this will be close.
So this is good.
He gets it. He gets it on a 44.3.
Well, there you go.
Wow. And what has Perko got? Has he got anything in him?
I didn't expect that. I thought he would come close to Perkins' time, but not actually beat Perkins' time. So we've got Perkins coming down to the back section of the track here too. So here we go. We're going to find out.
He's close. He's going to be close.
This is close.
He's a little wide there. No, he's a 10th down. I don't think we're going to see anything out of it. He played a 44.754.
Wow, there you go.
That'll be Josh Vettigers tonight, I would say, and that is the sort of response he needed to make.
Yeah, not unexpected either, gentlemen. So, what a great qualifying session.
Josh has pressed on with this lap. I don't know if he realises he's quite safe, but...
oh, he's still out. There you go. Maybe he thinks he's got a little more in the Audi.
Well, he could do. He's a couple of tenths down. I think he's rolled out of it. We'll go and grab him. We'll give him some congrats.
Josh Vettiger.
Just finishing this one off there, David. We're just leaving there for the last final 2 corners. He's actually found a 10th. He's going to hold that 10th by the look of it. He's just going to slightly improve. Oh, ever so slightly. Josh Vettiger, we've got you live, mate. Sorry, actually grabbed you down prematurely. I saw you go 10th down. And wasn't real sure, mate, whether you'd actually realised you'd done enough and Twiggles had given that one away, but congratulations on a stunning 44.352 lap, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I saw I nipped pole with 7 seconds ago, but I wasn't sure if Twiggles was still out on a lap, so I thought I'd better give it my all. Worked out.
Yeah, look, mate. We were just mentioning about the fact that Twiggles has really got almost 2 hands on this trophy at this point. He's really giving this one a red hot go, and it's been going well of late. And obviously you're on the rebound back after having some technical issues early on in the championship. But that is what we sort of thought the response that was required, mate, to go out there and do that. So that's a bloody stellar effort, mate. You'd be happy with that, wouldn't you?
Yes, yeah. I haven't quite been on Twiggles' pace this evening so far, but and I knew when I saw him set that lap, I knew I was 0.3 down at the time, and I knew if I put a perfect lap in, I should be able to get it. So yeah, pretty happy.
No, well done, mate. Well done, and hey, all the best of luck for out there for race 1 tonight. And I'm sure we'll let you go very shortly to go and put that thing into race trim. And yeah, hopefully you give us a ding dong to watch, mate. I'm sure you will.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, mate. Best of luck, and hopefully we're talking to you on the top of the box later on.
Hopefully.
Well, there you go. Joshy for P1. Davo, how's that?
Yeah, look, it's a little interesting, but I didn't think he had Perkins measured, to be honest. But yeah, not unexpected. class act in his own right. So yeah, well done, Josh. And Anthony Aztec in third position, John McDonald in fourth, Steve Crossan in fifth, Mudgee in sixth, Mitch Campbell in seventh position, Farmer in eighth, Ashley running at 9. I thought Ash would have been up a little bit more, but obviously not, just coming to grips with the Aston there a little, and running at the 10, Nick McIndoe. Awesome qualifying. Can't wait for the race. Round 6.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, no, interesting you called that there, that Ash Vediger in 9th. I mean, this is a guy that's in P2 in the championship.
He is P2 in the championship. It's interesting that he's that far down, but Ash, a consummate performer, one of the quiet achievers. So here we go as the boys, they dump the cars on the grid there.
Yeah, had a few interesting races this season, as those of you who do play on this format, on this game, realise that there's a little bit of interesting stuff going on around the start procedure, and
it's a little tricky.
The boys have been trying all sorts of stuff, so all the best of luck to them tonight to try and get this one right. But
definitely. Look, and they've been doing. Look, the last couple of starts, probably 2 or 3 actually, have been faultless over the like obviously 2 starts per night. So yeah, very well done by the boys. Let's see how they go tonight. But yeah, not a lot of time to sort of get their grid together and get into position. So here we go. Josh Vediger first, Perkins second, Aztec third, JB fourth, Steve Crossan fifth, Mudgee, Campbell, Farmer, Vediger again, McIndoe, Josco back from a little bit of a gap, Sharks in another V-dub in 12th, BK back in 13th, Aspie 14th, Melling in one of the Toyotas in 15th.
Yeah, it's actually a bit of a shock to see the Prius back there.
Yeah, well, again, you never know. McKellar in 16th, Chestnut 17th, Rowe 18th. We got Carlo in 19th and Wilson in 20. Oh, we're going down. It's getting close.
Well, here it is, Davo, round 6, race 1.
The boys get rolling. Bear Girls in 21. We'll see in
Jeez, look at Owen Willis, he's a long way back there.
Look at it. Come on, guys. Tricky track to get you.
Oh, our camera's just gone behind the trees there.
Here we go. Who do you watch? The boys grid up.
Not a bad stagger there. The boys have to stay in staggered formation.
Oh, looking good. Looking really tidy there, actually. There.
And we've got a green light. We
do have a green light.
Googles dives to the inside. Josh is not covering. He's staying out wide.
The top runners really quickly sort themselves out into position for T1 braking area. Look back a bit. See how we're looking.
Was a bit of jostling there. They all get through. They all look like they got through turn 1, 2 and 3 nicely, so that's great.
Very nice. Tricky multiple apex sweeper that they're going through.
Wow.
Very difficult up to the big long hairpin up the end here. Could cause some problems, but everybody looking really tidy. And then back down to the tighter, very tight left-hand hairpin, and then into a very tricky left-right situation here, up the hill, double apex, left, funny little kink, and then that run over the top of the hill. Very difficult, easy to get it wrong, and then down to one of the last big breaks on the track there. It's a very technical section at the back.
Just running
here,
a little wide there, and Crossy having a good look at him in that back sector there, David.
I saw that, and Crossy obviously getting pressure from JB and Campbell behind in the Bentley, so yeah.
John was on attack mode on Crossy then, he just was a little deep.
A very tidy first lap, I must say.
Phenomenal.
Look, I have scrolled up and down through the field there, and very tidy first lap from everyone. As we settle in lap 2, anything could happen early in the road. Vediger, just Joshy there, just pushing a little bit. Perkins will want to chase him.
Yeah, well, this is the shorter of the two, as we know, Davo. So, you know, what do you make of that? 25-minute with a mandatory pit stop.
Look,
Josh is gone. He's
what's
going.
What's it all about? You know, look, you know better than I do. What's the tyres like on these things? Is it a tyre management thing?
Not at all. This is an enduro tyre, and it can handle. It can handle a lot of punishment.
So if the boys can both run the pace, it's just whoever makes a mistake first, isn't it? Really?
Yep.
So.
Yep. I mean, they've still got to be conscious. I mean, albeit I say it's an enduro tyre and it'll run this little 25-minute sprint race quite comfortably. If they get the pressures wrong, they can still spike them into an area where they don't perform, and they can see a second to a second and a half a lap fall out of it. So. Yeah. Albeit that. The wear's not a real issue. I think the performance of keeping them in that pressure window of sort of 27 to 27.5 psi could be a real issue. I mean, we're already seeing 25 degrees light cloud at 32 track temp, so we're already seeing slightly warmer conditions, even though there's a bit of cloud around than what we saw in the practice session. Not a lot in that. We'll bring up a board for you. Looks like as they cross the line, Joshy just crossing the control line, it is just under a second lead that Josh Vertiger holds over Anthony Perkins right now, with Aztec in third place, followed closely by, well, not that closely, by Steve Crosland and Crossy under maximum pressure from John McDonald, and then Mitchie is not far behind them. Actually, just saw Farmer and Mudgy.
Farmer, McIndoe, Mudgy battle. There's plenty going on, not too far back there.
Yeah, 3 great mates off track as well. So these guys will keep it relatively civil, you would expect.
Of course, yeah, all the way back to Ashley Vediger and BK as well. They're all fair.
Yeah, look, Ash Vediger going from 9th on the grid down to 12th. So he lost, you know, a good 3 positions there off the start of that race. I'm not sure what happened there, whether he just got a bad start or some other guys got a great start. I'm not sure. We'll hear from Ash at some point tonight, and we'll find out. But,
yeah, well that's tough too, because he started well down right from the get-go, so yeah, not ideal, and Ash will clearly be looking to just knuckle down and
missed the move there. John McDonald on Steve Crossan missed that. Apologies to both those drivers. Well, I'm sure Steve Crossan won't want to watch it back on the replay, but sorry there to JB. Not. But yeah, John makes his way forward, so that puts that car up into 4th. He's got about 1.7 seconds to make up to Aztec, and Rossi looking good down the end of the chute. That McLaren's got some serious straight line boogie.
Yeah, oh well, I'd love to have a look back at the replay of that, but Crossy clearly wants that position back.
Do you think he maybe made a mistake there, or?
Look, he may have. Look at the grunt here, like you said, of the...
Yeah.
Just not enough of a stretch down that straightaway to that back straight. Uphill, mind you, to reel that Ferrari in.
We'll just stay with those two for a little bit. Maybe John's car's better at the end of the lap, because he's just stretching it out a little bit. There's maximum pressure through turns 1, 2, 3, but Coming through 5, 6, 7 here, winding back up the hill. John a little bit wide there, but that said, so was Crossy. Crossy's going to come under attack from Mitchie.
Tricky series of corners that off the bottom of the gully there, and that little left-right kink, and then the extra up over the top of the hill. But
well, look at this. Welcome back, Mark Josco, looking for an outside move on Nick McIndoe. Thinks better of it, pulls out of that. McIndoe running really wide. Jossie just poking the nose up.
I don't think it's over yet.
Wow, look at this. I mean, Jossie's back and he's racy.
Shark's just sitting back there, just rubbing his little greasy little fingers together, just going.
He's very close.
Oh, now we've got another VW involved.
Yes. Nick's struggling for a little bit. The boys are in. Pit windows are open. Both of those Porsches in.
Both of them.
Oh, that must have been so close. Well, we've got to get a replay on that, Davo.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't hit there. I think that actually was
wow,
Bear
that was
Grylls maybe
close.
coming in like back in the distance there. I think that's Bear.
It is Bear back there, yes.
Yep, just pulling into the pits. I just noticed that just rolled past Perkins. Perkins is in the pits.
He stopped early as well. He was the first of the stoppers.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be an interesting little series of pit stops here.
Rightio, well, what I'd like to do, Davo, is I'm going to stay on board with Josh Vertiger here. And
I think so.
Let's see if he responds to the Perkins early stop.
The early stop. Josh has got a pretty head on his shoulders, and he can, if he thinks he's got pace in that Audi and those tyres are looking okay, he may run another 1 or 2 laps before he pulls that car in. But here we go.
Yeah, he's very good at driving his own race. He's very good at looking at the delta and knowing what he needs to do.
I think both of them, they're right in touch with their cars and the way they'll run.
Yeah, Perko's been.
Here we go.
And he's in.
He's in. There you go.
Oh, incredibly sideways on the way and gets a massive. Can he get it pulled up? 50k an hour on the way in. Aztec follows him in. John McDonald follows him in.
McDonald right up behind Aztec. Who got the better running?
Nick McIndoe in as well. Yeah, I think John McDonald made there.
We got Chestnut.
Who we got
BK,
after that?
We got BK and Aspie and who was that?
Okay,
well?
picking up now. We're going to pick up on Perko. Where is he? Trying to find him. There he is. He is all the way down right now on 18th. I just want to pick up and see where he comes out on track. Base to Josh. Are you watching Josh? Is Josh still on the jacks?
Yes, he is.
Perko's coming through the final chicane. Gets that nice and tidy. He is...
Josh is off the jacks.
Okay.
Nearly onto the... He's off the limiter. As Perkins just slips past immediately there. Very long pit exit here. He's got to stay inside for a long time. As obviously everybody does.
Okay, so I didn't see where Joshy... Did he get Joshy there?
Yeah, yes.
That's a big margin. I didn't think Joshy did anything wrong there. And it's a big margin. Yeah, well done. Perko again with the pit stops. I was going to call before he went in that he was clearly probably the class leader at the stops. He's really got those stops started. He's got a great team behind him.
He's got a great coked up team there. They're like, they're good to go.
Jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Oh, aren't they? And yeah, smashing it out for the Aston car there.
Okay, so there's a little bit of margin there. Aztec coming out in third. What do we know about the other boys? We know that Mitchie, Mudgy and Crossy carried on.
They've got it. They've got a pit. Look at the two.
Crossy's
Look at the
in.
two Bentleys. The Bentleys, the Mudgy.
Yes. Oh, bit of contact there. Bit of rubbing.
Oh.
Nudgy, don't mind a bit of rubbing. He won't give that up in a hurry.
Look, is there enough road here?
Can he put it down the inside?
Side by side.
Wow.
Massive cars. Surely they've both got to come in here as they head towards the final. Series of corners. Interesting stuff.
Not much between. I know whether they're both the same manufacturer, but there's not a lot between their pace. Just riding on board with Mudgy here, and he's all over bloody Mitchie.
He's all over it, yeah. Here we go. Oh,
what happened?
He's gonna go.
What happened there?
Go. Campbell comes in.
Right.
Mudgy thinks, okay, better.
We are halfway through.
Rightio. Here we go. Here's another little battle going on.
Josh Vediger,
amazing?
2 tenths up on his.
And Melling's still out as well, and runs across the line for another lap.
How's the pace in this race? 44.1 for Josh Vediger.
Wow. Really?
Like they have blitzed their qualification pace.
By easily 2 tenths.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So Josh should be wondering what happened there, because I didn't think he did too much wrong. You know, he had it around about 9 tenths of a second when he came in. Obviously, the undercut worked, but I didn't think it would work that well. So the margin as we speak now is...
I can't click on... Very close.
Okay. It's saying 2.7 seconds, but I'm sure it's not that. Maybe it is. Maybe it's 2.7, yeah.
This has not equalised yet here. These, our timing sheets are... Some of these boys are running really long. Here we go.
So you've still got Mudgy, Pete Apsey,
Melling.
and Stephen Melling to stop.
Out, yes. With gaps.
Why is Crossy in the pits? Crossy's gone.
I can't bring Crossy up. That's
Crossy is gone. Oh, that's a shame.
So he's had a connection issue. Melling into the pits in the Toyota. Aspie in front
Pete
of him.
Apsey's in as well. Owen Willis got a stop go for 30 seconds.
Mudgy obviously in as well. Mudgy in the matte black. Bentley scrapes all down the side of this car. It has worked for its position on track.
Look at it.
Look at it.
I'm sure that's why they paint it matte black. It's easy just to cover it back up.
Just spray it again. Perkins coming and onto the start-finish straight. He's going to easily...
What's that margin? What is that margin now? It was 2.7 the last one. It's 2.3. Joshy takes 5 tenths out on that lap alone. So that lap there, Joshy ran a 44.139 versus
Margie really slow.
a 44.5.
Should have. He hit his mark earlier than the other two boys. Still sitting on the jack. Melling out. Pete out. Margie still on the jacks. That he will be frustrating the hell out of him. The Bentley waiting as it drops down the list there. Steve Crossland's dropped out.
Yeah, so half a second on the last lap, Joshy took out of the leader.
There you go. Finally, the Mudgy Bentley drops off its jacks and trundles out of the pits. Tough gig.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But, that's the last couple of percent.
The joys of online racing.
Yeah, so just watching that, so that was 2.5. There's 8.5 minutes of racing left. Another minute 53 of the pit's been open. Has everybody stopped? Yes, they have.
I think so.
We'll just see what this margin is. I think Twiggles has actually done a better job this lap. Maybe we'll see what the last lap times look. So Twiggles threw at a 44.5. Josh threw at a 44.5. So 7/1000ths of a second difference on those two laps from our leaders. So a 2.2 second margin still sees Josh just tighten that up a little bit, but he's going to have to get another second odd out of it before he gets the draft, Davo.
It's not enough. It's semantics. It's like there's nothing there. There's nothing in it. There's not enough laps, I don't think, left at those sort of margins to chase Perkins down.
Who else is close? We've got Jarks, incredibly close. Is it to Nick McIndoe? Yeah, he's all over McIndoe. He likes the look of the back of that. And then just back from there, we've got BK and Ash Vertiger battling, but Ash has actually taken that place. My leaderboard needs to update itself.
Yeah, Ash is in front of the Pussy Cam Aston of BK as they come down into the hard left-hand hairpin here.
What else? We've got Jake McKellar putting a lot of pressure on the Ferrari of Anthony Chesner. Yeah, he's looking racy.
The V-dubs do well here, don't they? They just seem to have a good balance. The Ferraris, although they look comfortable on camera, obviously they're not going quick enough to make the difference.
You commented before on that battle with Mudgee and Mitchie, and obviously Mudgee came out worse off, but I'll tell you what, Mitchie's pressed on in the number 4 Bentley, and he is all over the back of John McDonnell for that 4th position.
Oh, and like I was just saying, I don't think the Ferraris, although it looks neat on camera and pretty well hooked up, they're not fast. They're just
no. Well, the front boys have pulled 6.3 odd seconds on Aztec. It's kind of a little bit of Aztec season. This, he seems to get into these positions up towards the podium, or definitely on the podium, and it just sits there. He's got no one in front of him, no one behind him. Up till late, Ash Vertiger's been the same, but he's back there in 10th, so he's got a lot of work to do. Under no illusion that he can probably make that 2 seconds back up to Nick McIndoe and have a go, but Nick McIndoe having a real ding-dong with Jarks too.
Yeah, again, Ferraris look they just don't look like they have that outright pace just to really attack, and all the boys, and credit to Aztec obviously in 3rd, and clearly got pace in a Ferrari, but and John holding back Mitchie in the Bentley, but yeah, they've suffered on a couple of tracks from just outright pace, straight line pace. Pete Aspie, BK battle ensues, both in Astons. And Melling and Chester not too far behind. Melling in the Toyota Lexus. Chesner in another Ferrari. All pretty tight there for 13th, 14th, 15th with McKellar in the V-Dub, the Porsche. So just see the cable car dip a tyre into the sand trap there as he chases down McDonald there. Actually just dipped the front left-hand tyre into the sand there. Just dipped a toe in the water, and geez, it looked like it pulled the car up a lot. Very deep sand here.
So Joshy getting that margin down to 1.5 seconds, another 2 to 3 tenths with 2 minutes 40 to go. Davo, I believe if he can get that car underneath the wing inside the next lap, I think he'll be there on the last lap. Whether he has a go, I'm not sure, but at 1.5 seconds, if he can grab another 3 tenths, because his last lap was a 44.3, plays a 44.8, he could come close on the last lap. We're only going to see 2 more laps in this race, and if he can be there on the last one, we'll just see what the split is coming up here. 1.5. Okay, he's definitely closing. I think he's definitely looking better around the back, Davo. We'll just see what the next split is.
Yeah, both pushing
1.1, so he just took another half a second out in 3/4 of a lap. So, like I said, this will be the final lap that we're about to start, because they're running 44s. There's only 1:30 left. It'll be a checkered flag next time round, so he really needs to make good of this final chicane as he throws it and gets it a bit sideways. Chucks it in there. Very tidy from Twiggles there. Josh picks up a little bit of curb, unsettles the car a little bit. We see it 1.1. Be interesting to see what it is when they cross the line. It is 1.1 also. So if he can take out, he's got the lights flashing as well. He's all over him. Right, so just watching these guys here. I just picked up on Davo that I believe it was Bear Grylls was all over, and he's just put a move on Mule. We've just missed that. We'll just flick back. Oh, he puts it up the inside. We just caught that pass there. Well done, Bear. 18th place. And we'll just shoot up the front. We'll just see what that margin is. It's under a second. It is 9/10 of a second for the lead of this race. I think he's going to get there, Davo, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to get it done.
You can always catch up, but you still got to pass.
Josh will never say never there, Davo. He's right there. Because we're looking for a tidy exit here. He'll know that as long as he gets a power down off this final corner, that'll be another solid victory to our current championship points leader. Josh very wide on the last corner, throws it in there, and they finish with a 4.5 tenth margin after 25 minutes. Great racing from those guys.
Excellent racing.
Aztec picking up a well-earned 3rd position. John McDonald holding off a hard-charging Mitchie Campbell for 4th and 5th. Mark Josco with Farmer right on his tailpipe to take a 6th position. A 6th position on his first round back in a long time. Farmer just ranging up beside him for 7th.
You're giving him a thumbs up, no doubt.
Yeah, all the bird. Jarks and 8, Nick McIndoe in a solid 9th, and that was a close battle at the end there from BK, Ashley, Pete Apsey, Steve Melling, Anthony Chesner, Jake McKellar. That must have been all really, really close down there. Incredibly close.
For sure. The pressure.
Egg Rules, Mule, Owen. And unfortunately, Mudgee never got back out of the pits.
Oh, Mudgee didn't get back out of the pits?
I don't believe he did.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I saw him
drive
out.
Okay, maybe he did.
Something else has happened, and obviously we saw Steve Crossland, unfortunately.
Yeah, was something there. Should we
lose some sort of connection issue there, clearly. So, yeah.
Where is our mate Perko there? There he is. We'll just grab him down. Got you going live there, Mr. Perkins. How was that, Toggles?
Another Josh and Twig classic, I think.
Oh, 4/10 of a second at the end, mate. Like, how good is your pit crew, pal?
Yeah. I don't know how I keep pipping these people at the pits, but it seems to happen.
It does, mate. I mean, we called about 9.5 tenths, just under a second of margin when you went for the early stop of the undercut, and it worked particularly well for you. I didn't think that that yourself or Josh did anything different or special when it came to the pit stops, but man, you certainly, you grabbed about 2.7 seconds. So with that deficit, we believe you made closer to 3.7 seconds out of that.
Did he get the jacks straight away?
It looked like it. Yeah.
Because I did.
So it will be interesting to see, but a great race, mate. We saw him coming with about 4 minutes to go. Obviously, the track raced a lot faster. I mean, your best lap at a 44.2, Josh is at a 44.1. Far quicker qualifying pace, Toggles, and how the car must have felt good.
Yeah, it gets a bit taily when the track grips up. It's like I don't have my rear ARB up high enough. But I'll try and rectify that for race 2, because I don't want to deal with it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so playing it pretty cool, mate. But you almost got 2 hands on this trophy now. It must be a pretty good feeling with only 3 races to go and 1.5 rounds left. You feeling pretty confident?
No.
You're not?
Anything can happen.
Rightio, okay.
You're trying to jinx me, Glenn.
No, not at all, mate. I'd actually played you up, mate. I'd actually, told the viewers that, you've been here before and you've grabbed one of these championships before, so you know how to do it. So, you're looking solid, mate. So, hey, well done on another stunning victory. Myself and Davo really enjoyed that battle towards the end. There was plenty of camera work on you boys. And all the best for Q2 Race 2, matey.
Cheers, boys.
Well done.
Yeah, cool as a Kiwi.
As always.
Okay, thank you to our viewers. Thank you to those that take the time to watch these things. We enjoy bringing it to you. And David, we've got a couple of sponsors we want to thank.
We do. We'd like to thank McIndoe Constructions and Superior Joint Sealing for when quality matters. For sponsoring the 2020 Asrnz GT3 ACC series. So thanks to the boys. Sure, there'll be trophies and prizes for the winners, and good stuff from
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Dave. We'll just shut this down for a minute. Thanks to our viewers, and we'll be back very shortly with Q2 Race 2 in around about 7 minutes.